हेलो दोस्तों, गुड मॉर्निंग। स्वागत है आपका अपने यूट्यूब चैनल में लर्न विद दर्शन। सो हियर वी स्टार्ट विथ ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड डिज़ाइन पैटर्न्स टॉपिक. So in this video we will see what is a design pattern, what are the categories of design pattern, types of the design pattern and list of the design pattern according to the category. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's jump to the topic. So first of all, what is a design pattern? What do you mean by design pattern? So it is a combination of two words, design and pattern. Design in the sense the code design, you can assume it as a challenge that you are facing in your day-to-day life, facing in your while doing a code, while your application development. So you are working on some project and you are facing challenges to develop some code. You want to uh, communicate with file, communicate with some URL. So you are facing some issues, or you are creating some pizza shop uh, application and you are facing some structural issues. So this type of issues you can assume as a design issue. So to resolve the design issue, we have patterns. Patterns means it is a, you can say it is a blueprint to resolve some specific well-known problems in our application development cycle. So basically design pattern are related to object oriented programming. So object oriented programming is made up of objects. Object has a fields, you can say data members, attributes or properties, means you can say assume it as a variables, okay, which describe the state of the object. State in the sense actual value of the object. Okay, so each design pattern in object oriented programming is a solution for a single or set of coding problems. Means either it can solve a single problem, or either it can solve a set of multiple problems, related problems, you can say, okay, that we are facing in our day-to-day coding practice. You can assume design pattern in single line as it is a guideline to solve well-known problems in very effective manner. They can be classified by their intent, means their purpose, their applicability, means when or how we can apply this pattern, and according to their complexity. Okay, so design pattern is nothing, it's just a, you can say it is used to resolve day-to-day life coding issues, coding problems. It is a real-time problem solution for our coding scenarios. Okay, so let's move ahead. So there is a category of design patterns in object oriented programming. So first one is creational design pattern, second one is structural design pattern, and third one is behavioral design pattern. In this video we will focus on definition and the types of the design pattern that is under with these categories. So first one is creational design pattern. So what does mean by the creational design pattern? So creational design pattern is meant to deal with the object creation. Okay, when in Java we are creating object with the new keyword. Okay, so it's a simple form of creating object. Okay, in every language there is a syntax to create object. So creational design pattern focuses more on to deal with creation of the object. It helps to improve object creation mechanism, so we can create the object in such manner that is well suitable for the current situation. Based on the situation, we need to decide that what is the best way to create the object in the particular situation. Creational patterns aim to separate a system from how its objects are created, composed and represented during the execution. So this is what the creational design pattern is. You can remember the creational design pattern in a single word. It is about to creation of the object. Okay, so let's see the type of the creational design pattern. So there are total 5 types of creational design pattern which are very popular. One is abstract factory pattern, other one is builder pattern, third one is factory pattern, fourth one is prototype pattern, and fifth one is singleton pattern. So these are the pattern we may have used multiple times in our day-to-day life programming. And some of from us might know that what are the use cases of these and when we can use these. Okay, so we will go deeper in the next upcoming videos. Okay, now move to the second design pattern, which is the structural design pattern. So structural design pattern means it is all about the relationship between the object and your entities classes. Okay, so structural design pattern is a blueprint which describes the how different objects and classes are combined together to create a bigger structure to achieve a specific requirement. Means we need to solve some problem. To solve that problem, how can we combine multiple classes or multiple objects together to create some structure which can solve that specific problem? So it is about the structural design pattern. It explains the assembling of objects, togetherness of objects into a larger structure in a flexible manner. Okay, in short, it provides a simple way to identify the relationship between the objects, how objects are related to each other. You can remember structural design pattern in a single line, that it describes the relationship between the objects and entities. Okay, so let's see the types of or list of the structural design pattern that we are going to cover in our next upcoming videos. So adapter pattern, adapter pipeline, composite pattern, decorator pattern, facet pattern, flyweight pattern, proxy pattern, bridge pattern. Okay, there are others structural design pattern as well, you can find on the Wikipedia, but these are the popular design pattern that we are going to cover in some upcoming videos. Now move on to the behavioral design pattern. So behavioral design pattern, it about the object communication. Communication means how objects are communicating with each other. Okay, it helps in identifying how objects are communicating with each other. With the behavioral design pattern, you can provide more flexibility in object communication. With the help of the behavioral design pattern implementation, we can achieve easiness in object communication, you can say. So to remember behavioral design pattern in a single word, you can remember that it is all about the object communication, how objects are communicating with each other. So list of behavioral design patterns are chain of responsibility, command pattern, interpreter, iterator, mediator, memento, state, strategy, template, visitor, observer, null object pattern, and others. There are some other behavioral design patterns are also available, you can find them on Wikipedia as well. Okay, but from this list we are going to cover most of the pattern in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned. Let's see some history about the famous book of the design related to design pattern. The name of book is Design Pattern Elements of Reusable Object Oriented Software. It was published in 1994. Okay, so it was written by four writers, you can say, Eric Gama, Richard Ham, Ralph and John. Okay, in the guidance of Grady Pooch. So more than 5 lakh copies have been sold till now, and it was written in 13 different languages. And you can say the authors are often referred as a gang of four. So if you search on Google the what is the gang of four, so you will get the topics, or you can say links related to the design patterns only. Okay, so in this video we have seen what is the definition of design pattern, what are the categories of design pattern, and what are their types. Okay, so in upcoming video we will cover each of them individually, and we will have practical for them as well. So please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.